Hey there, fellow merchants and traders, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim ship. Episode 26, Alpaca-powered liquidation sail. Okay, we have pretty good steel, so I don't really need to do a lot of steel mining. We have decent components, and components are not terrible to grind for crafting experience. I think what I want to start to do is this. I'm going to cut the trees around me, and one of the reasons I'm cutting a whole bunch of trees is... Why is there... Oh, we never got the marine armor on Skyra. One of the reasons why I want to cut all the trees is I intend to... That's going to be annoying as hell. I intend to try to level up Skyra's crafting ability. Set up the kill box as makeshift pen? I could certainly do that. Or I could just have a hitching spot near the rich soil. That works even better. Because if this is a temporary pen and enemies attack me, my animals are going to die. So it's not, like, great. We're here for 4.5 days. That's, like, the good news is that's plenty of time to run a trade out and then back. So although it's annoying, it's not terrible. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Shoot. Yeah, there's a war merchant for the Bossonites. I might be able to gift them some stuff. Silent, that is not safe to do, dude. Don't mind the other one, or the whole thing's gonna crash down on you. There we go. I landed here specifically because there's not a lot of fertility within the killbox zone, meaning that there wouldn't be a lot of trees. So I landed here with the intention of this is infertile area, which is easy to keep free of cover for enemies. Okay. Do they have anything of value? So another thing I'd like to do is get the harmonizer and reader installed in Liara before I go on a trade, because she's our best trade person. And I want to get the best bang for my buck out of that trade. Meaning, installing the implants. I'm very happy to be getting rid of a lot of our tattered and low-quality junk. This is fantastic. Oh my god, so much gold. Yeah. That's a pretty good trade. And I'll pick up some herbal from them. Anything else you guys want? No, I think that's good. Dismissed. Try some Tinctoria farming? Yeah, I might be here long enough for that. I think the biggest priority is to get my, to get animals for the caravan, but, we'll see. Okay, so we have an alpaca, and it's being roped. So once I have enough animals that I can reasonably run over to the Inepos, the Royal Empire, I'll do just that. Which means you are going to need your harmonizer and your reader. And I'm not going to risk her health. I'm going to use Glitterworld meds to do the implantation. We're getting lots of alpaca. That's great. They're getting tamed real fast. Alright, so the best doctor besides Liara would be Break Fire, and his surgery suggestion chance is 92%, so yeah, it should be fine. Shouldn't be much issue with him performing it. Yeah, I know it's an ancient danger. Game's like, watch out! It's like, known. Oh my goodness. We are taming them fast. We're about to run out of, like, taming food, though. We have only a few more potatoes and berries. So if I want to continue taming them, I will need to harvest berries. So let's pivot from cutting down trees to picking the berries, so that we can continue taming some alpaca to haul our crap. Okay, we are getting a lot more hauling animals faster than I thought we would. So I'm going to do the surgery now in Liara. What is this thing? This thing is a psychic emanator, and it just emanates good vibes. So if you, actually, well, not on you, because, what, you're, like, psychically deaf or something? Why wouldn't it work on you? Psychic emanator soothe. Why isn't it working on Aram? He's not psychic deaf. I honestly don't know. Is it not a slave thing? No, it works on slaves. And he's not psychic deaf. Oh, he is psychic deaf. Okay, yeah, okay, that's why it's not working on him. Derp. I was like, hey, that's the only reason you shouldn't be getting the emanations, and then, yeah, of course, he's psychic deaf. Alright, so her harmonizer's installed. What the harmonizer does is, if the person with the harmonizer implanted is happy, it makes other people around them happy. If they're sad, it makes other people around them sad. So, basically, our job is to keep Liara happy, because if she's happy, other people are happy, and the reader improves trade price. Which is going to be useful, because she's about to go to town to do, you know, trading. And this is your bedroom, so... well, whatever. I'll leave it forbidden. Ooh! There is information about the last piece of Liara's Longblade if we hack a drone computer, and tribes people will come to attack us, so we can consider doing that at some point as well. So the other thing I wanted to do is Skyra is going to make harpsichords. So the reason for harpsichords is it's only wood, and she has 5 crafting. So she is going to be responsible for just like harpsichording the hell out of that thing. I think it's a crafting task, right? Oh, I'm missing wood. Okay, so if I'm missing wood, I'll just need to cut down more wood and then maybe turn off the biofuel refinery. Because we have a pretty decent supply of chem fuel, plus we have an infinite chem reactor, so it's easy to source. But yeah. And she'll grind up her electric, her crafting skill on the electric smithy. And I put it outside and in the dark so that she gets more skill for her time spent. And yes, unfortunately, Liara's daughter was lost. Could we counsel 58% chance? Shoot, I'll try it. Yay! Okay, so now Grav murdering Liara's daughter is fixed. And I'm going to cover the entire electric smithy so it doesn't short. I could, like, try to put it in the freezer. I originally attempted, but there's just not space in there. So, 80% work speed and in the dark is as annoyingly slow as we can make it. So as soon as Liara is done with her anesthesia, I'll have her ride out to the Royals and bring them big gifts. The idea is to have enough favor to be able to call in a trade caravan through the comms console so that we can actually get rid of stuff. Because we have so much stuff. We have an obscene amount of loot that we just need to ditch. The reason we haven't been shredding these guys is they're not involved in the bill. So the bill that I had set up here, the shred mechanoid drone, actually, no, they are involved in the build. It's just a sphere of influence thing. There we go. Now we'll get rid of those drones. So both Breakfire and Mag are idle. I guess that's fine. I don't really need them doing anything. Okay, so the robots are cleared. I don't think we need more meat at the moment. Freezer's somewhat full. What is my butchery look like? Yeah, we have over 1,000 butchered. Yeah, so we're good. We just cut down some trees and make some harpsichords and grind that crafting experience. When's the last time we had a throne speech? A leader speech. We could have a leader speech. I might want to do the leader speech when Gooby is recruited, though, to have participant count 8 out of 10 rather than 7 out of 10. And he's got 0.1 resistance left, so that's going to happen pretty soon. Just trying to remove some of the chunks that are blocking the blocking our entryway. Why can't no one? What is going on here? Game's like, no, we can't move this chunk because there's nowhere to store it. Yeah, there is. Okay, Gooby's resistance is broken. Next time we talk to him, he'll join. Skyra. Let's have you start your harpsichord construction project. Does the Emanator affect prisoners? Yes, it does. Unless they're psychically deaf. It affects everyone within range. Which is one of the beautiful things. Question for you guys. After we do the trades, what do you want to do next? We could go after a mech core. Let me type this up. What to do next for Liara? Grav core, long blade. What are some of the other active quests? Stash of goodies I don't really care about. I'm going to delete. Logging sites I don't care about. We could do an installation cache, so an ancient complex. And then, before I put up this poll, let's see. Is there a book for me to read? I want to, because if there's ancient soldiers that I could learn about. Yep. We might be able to do ancient soldier stuff, too. No, keep reading, Stochastic. Scholastic, Stochastic. Don't stop till you learn. Yo, you are really... Okay, you're hungry. Like, for the life of me, he would not cooperate. Alright, 11 hours. So it is midnight. So at 11 a.m., Liara can leave for that trade caravan without the anesthesia penalties. What am I doing with the current core? I've turned it into power. I've already made a grav power cell. Gubia has joined. Keep sleeping there, I guess. So with Gubia joined, we're going to do a little giveaway. Timer's up there. And Gubia was mostly joined as a fighter. So taking a look, he has construction, mining, and shooting. Pretty useful. Let's hook him up with that. You can also animal handle. And you are going to be assigned no armor, no drugs, read whatever, carry medicine. And then we'll give you an assault rifle. That works. One thing I did not check for is whether there was compacted plasteel, which there is not. What about ore? No ores here. What about jade? No jade. Okay. There's really nothing to mine other than components, and I don't really care too much about the components. Why are you plant cutting over smithing? There we go. So at this point, I might want Skyra to be the only tailor. If we're making a point of leveling her up. So as soon as that is done, smithing and tailoring will be a Skyra only thing. Yeah, our storage is full as hell. It is obnoxiously full. In fact, yeah, let's go on the trade run. So farming caravan, Liara will go with the new guy. We're going to take all the alpaca, and I know they have pretty limited carry weight, but that's fine. We'll have food. I think it's mostly going to be a day trip, so I'm not too worried about bedrolls or anything. It looks pretty close. And then I will fill up with leathers, because that's going to free up a lot of space. I'll bring the Grand Throne. Actually, that's kind of heavy. I'll bring the tusks and horns. And then silver. Wait, I have a prestige recon helmet? Oh, okay. The time it takes to get here is 0.4 days. So I might want a bedroll after all. So let's go ahead and make 2 bedrolls out of cloth. Best constructor would be Aram. And loading them into the caravan. Hopefully I can buy a shuttle engine. That's exactly what I'm going for. To make, you know, trading a lot easier. Yeah, I have a stupid amount of leather. Stupid amount of leather. And it's only going to get worse as we kill animals for meat. So I'm about to get a lot more leather. I did buy that one for Liara, and then I ditched it because the other one's better. I can have maybe Skyra use that one then? Because she's our tank. Albeit, not a very good one. Hopefully we phase her out. Yo, you're just... Okay, stop hunting. There's nowhere to put the corpses. I don't want to waste it. That's minigun hunting. Incendiary round minigun hunting. Alright, we're off. And we'll be there in no time. And hell, we could even just far skip home once we're done. So we just have to get there. The back trip is instant. Alright, Gubia, your name is Air Dog. And I just realized it's kind of annoying to rename you, isn't it? Here we go. So at crafting 6, you are allowed and able to, and it's weird to me, but at crafting 6, you can actually make recon armor. Right? Where does it say crafting level? But I know it is 6, which is weird, because then components, you can only make it 8. But basically, I want to grind Skyra to 8 crafting, so that she can, like, be the source of our components. And Air Dog, thanks for giving out a sub. So we are amassing a hell of a lot of wood. So I'll start processing some of it in the biofuel, because I don't need that much wood for the harpsichords. Do we even have any harpsichords? Not yet. We have this, like, jank one. Hopefully, we'll be able to replace the janky one with a good one. That'd be nice. Okay, I'm glad I made the bedroll, because, yeah, we're using it. They are chock full of stuff. So before we leave this map tile, I do intend to open up the 2 ancient dangers. There's a possibility of getting, oh, Borba. Implants. Okay. These guys are sappers. Stochastic. Ditch your vac armor. And then... Ink. Arm doesn't have a shield belt. Is there a spare shield belt? No. Only Ink has a shield belt? Well, she's a wimp. Stand by the grav gens. Do I have any weapons of mass destruction? I do not. That's actually not true. I think I have animal pulsers, maybe? No, I don't. Okay. It's gonna be one of them fights. So it's 25 versus 4. Totally reasonably fair. One of the things I can do is install some of the plasteel mini turrets in place. To have a few more things shooting down range. So Ink's ready to turn on the grav gens, the shield gens. I'll hit combat command. I do have a low shield pack. And they're tribal, so I mean, we'll see how this goes. Offer, thank you for the cheer. And I'll just have my my helpers continually move turrets in place. I told you to get rid of that frickin' armor. I don't want the move speed penalties for it. If there's only 25 of them, we only have to kill like half for them to flee. Ink. Activate the shield. Activate the other shield. Stand inside the second shield, and we are just going to be gunning their meleeers before their meleeers can close, but I have turrets in the way, drawing their attention. Let's move one more turret in position up here. Silent, you get that one. And then Ink, yours unrestricted to in the ship. Okay, one of the turrets just went down. But they are getting murdered. There is 300 shield energy left to the shield, but we're doing a pretty good job of clearing them out, I think. Because I can also use the low shield. Oh no, they're fleeing. Bye now! Get frickin' schooled! Alright, mini turrets. Scorpio, thank you for the gifted subs! Don't bother moving that one. And then Arm, just move that one back. I will check for prisoners. So let's take a look. You're beautiful, that's only going to cause problems, so no thank you. You are slowpoke neurotic, no thanks. You are, no thanks. You... pretty bisexual. Head scar on the head. That's going to be tough to overcome. Why are they so beautiful? That's like a problem, because, you know, it causes a lot of relationship issues. I don't think I want any of them. Mostly just because of the mood problems that they would cause. Ooh, well, you're unwavering loyal. So here's one that I would want, like crafting, but they're gonna get away. I think the only bloodluster is done. You know, is Liara, so I don't really need to finish him off that way. And then I don't need rep with them. Technically, I could become non-hostile with them, but I don't care. I could, of course, you know, like, organ harvest or whatever, but that's not the type of evil that Liara is. She's, like, interested in power. Oh, awful harpsichord. Well, you know, attempts were made. And the good news is your crafting level has gone up like 1.5, so that's pretty good. We're starting to get the Tinctoria harvested. I don't think there's going to be time for a second harvest, so I'm going to stop sowing. And then once Liara and Airdog are finished with their trade run, I'll clear the Ancient Dangers for their treasures. Do any of you guys have Jade on you? I think the only ones with Jade dropped the Jade, but let's take the Ambrosia and the beer. I don't really care about the pemmican. So with this extra Jade, it actually allows us to make... it allows us to make the last 2 columns out of Jade, which is great. Alright, we are here in Inepos. Ooh. Psychic Sensitizer would be nice. Zeus Hammer would be nice. What's the stats of this Persona Sword? Calm Thoughts? That's not bad at all. I don't think we have the money for it. I don't know. I'm going to hold off on trading. I will buy that if I can. But I wouldn't want to bind it to Skyra, because Skyra is kind of a garbage tier brawler. No offense to her. Was there an engine? No, there's no shuttle engine. Does skin hardening help with beautiful people? It sure does. Because you can implant them and make them ugly again. Alright, so I'm selling all our... Oh, so the other thing I wanted to do, actually cancel this. What is my reputation with them? 21? Because I would really like to be able to call in trade caravans. So now we're allied. That's the right call. Alright, now to do the actual trade. So, Sensitizer? Check. Zeus Hammer? Check. You know what I should have done is I should have brought, gold. I had like 900 gold. I do intend to sell the alpaca because I'm going to far skip home. And I don't need the meat. But I don't want my carry mass to be too much. So I might need to keep a few just because, you know. Let's see. I'd like the tech print. Yeah, let's buy both tech prints. None of the side trainers have anything... Actually, Manhunter Pulse wouldn't be terrible. But the others I don't really care too much about. No, I'm good. I think this is all I want to trade for. I'll buy the Lance. Cool. Well, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, I'm not high enough level. Yeah, I'll need to be a an Archon for the Manhunter Pulse. I thought it was 5, not 6, so that was my bad. Well, yeah, this is a good haul. Stochastic, I want you to be the one to do the tech prints so that you can level up your intellectual so that you can be a co-pilot. So that's also going to be kind of important. And then Skyra, let's give you the Zeus. Actually, with the amount of turrets you destroy, the Breach Axe might still be better. But I'll hold on to the Zeus, because the Zeus might be helpful later on. That was a good trade, and our room here is a far less cluttered full of nonsense. It's not perfect, but it's certainly better than it was. And there we go, we got the tech print for skin hardening. And as soon as the other tech print is, here it is, specialized limbs. Because applying a tech print levels your intellectual up. So you'll see his intellectual jump. 2,000. Making him smarter. Because it's not like Liara really needs that. She's already at 19. Very little wiggle room to be improved at that rate. Okay, we'll be able to take off in 21 hours. I feel pretty good about what we've accomplished here on this map tile. I didn't end up polling you guys about where to go to next because I was hoping to be able to read the book to get Ancient Soldiers as a potential option. So I'll keep doing that. And yeah, I did want to do a leader speech now that Airdog's a member. So I'll get around to that in just a moment. So of all my reading material... Oh, Cottonwood Maps of the Complexes I haven't done either. Let's try to read that, too. Come on, Ancient Soldier Quest. I want Masterwork Weapons. Because that is a form of power that Liara is after. I kind of wish that reading the thing would, like, give you the quest the first time. Having to reread it over and over and over is annoying. Not too keen on that mechanic. So it's like, oh, come on, this is boring. Airdog, guess what? You get to do it now. Liara wants to sleep. At least it's a good way to, like, grind your recreation until you're just like, oh god, I can't handle any more reading. Ink's sister just showed up. An Imperial trader. To boot. Which only Liara can trade with, because you need to be a knight or better. It's too bad it's not a royal tribute collector, because I have 900 gold to be able to offer up as tribute. That would be really, really, really easy to be like, alright, I'm an Archon now. Although I don't have a piano yet. And then speaking of which, I haven't replaced the jade columns, so I'm going to get those in and dye them purple. All right, break. Please read the map and learn the thing. So if you select the map here and the Discover quest is not grayed out, it means there's still a benefit to be had from reading it. And that's true of both the maps that I'm reading. It's just like my people are too stupid to like figure out what the map is leading to. It's like a pirate treasure or something. Come on, you two, I believe in you. Don't fail me! A hulking construction. Wow, that is hulking. That is 5,000 stone. The rewards are great, but screw you, that's way too much. And here is the trade. So we'll trade away the alpaca for money, why not? The crummy vac helmet. Oh, we have a better harpsichord. Alright, let's install that better harpsichord that Skyrim made, because we had a poor one that was in here prior. Come on, someone pick it up. Pick it up! Thank you. And sell it. Sell the old one, that is. Okay, anything else that I want to buy? No. Not really, no. Okay, where to go to next? I'm not going to include the map locations because they just weren't available to me, and I'm tired of waiting. So while the trade caravan's here, I'm going to mess about with the Ancient Danger. Ooh, that's a spicy danger. They are not immediately hostile. If I could lure them into a kill box, that would be a lot easier. Skyra. I'm going to allow you to deconstruct. And also, like, I don't really care if these guys get flamed. So, you know, I won't get blamed. So I have my slaves adjacent to the shield bats so that I can shield them fast. There is a... Oh. Sorry, salamander? Or really, I don't care. Come on. Come on out. Get aggroed. To piss them off enough, I'll have Mag come over here and, like, take pot shots at them to encourage them to come into the kill box. Because sometimes they need a little convincing. Alright, we shot at them. That should be enough. Now, the Cyclops is the annoying one because it's going to pierce my shields, but the others should be easy to kill. And it looks like you guys want the Longblade info. I'd like to accept it now, because there's a possibility of forcing the tribals to fight the mechs, and having me, like, not have to deal with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Vaxstone door here, here, and here, and hope that the mechs reset. And the idea is to open the, close the doors so that the enemies fight one another. So I'm going to update the homes, the allowable zone for... Actually, everyone get inside for right now, until the robots reset. And where is the drone? Here it is. Oh god, that's a sucky spot. So the plan is to have Liara go hack it, wall it off, and force the tribals to fight the mechs. Aram, how do you think walking there is allowed? Let me fix this. Stop being super dumb. We're shooting at Mag. I'll just hide for a minute. I really only need this door, to be honest. I don't need these other two. These other two can wait until later. So everybody stop doing that. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim ship, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow pilgrims.